The royals are making headlines again, and this time, it's not just their dazzling jewels catching attention. It's the tension, the rivalry, and the quiet battle for influence. But the real surprise? Princess Catherine is the one stealing the show. While Queen Camilla's jewels may still sparkle, her position within the royal family seems a bit less polished these days. Meanwhile, Catherine's stunning jewelry collection, worth an astonishing $82 million, has become the center of attention. These aren't just expensive accessories. Each piece carries a rich history, legacy, and prestige that command respect. Every time she steps out adorned in these breathtaking jewels, she isn't just making a fashion statement. She's solidifying her growing influence in the royal family. And if Queen Camilla is feeling a little overshadowed, well, she just might be. Everyone in the royal family and beyond has taken notice. Let's break it down. Among Catherine's breathtaking collection is a natural pearl necklace over 200 years old. A piece so rare it makes even the most seasoned royal watchers look twice. But this isn't just any necklace. It's a piece of history, a symbol of her deep connection to the royal legacy. Many of her jewels come with a story, passed down from none other than the late Queen Elizabeth II herself. The bond between the two women is undeniable, and it's clear the late Queen saw Catherine as a key part of the monarchy's future. Let's be honest, when the Queen personally entrusts you with some of the most treasured royal jewels, it's more than just a gift, it's a statement, a passing of the torch. And Queen Camilla? Bless her heart. She may have an impressive collection of her own, but there's something about Catherine's pieces that feels different. There's something about the way Catherine's jewels connect her to Queen Elizabeth and the late Princess Diana that has truly captivated the royal spotlight. No matter how grand Queen Camilla's collection may be, it has now become little more than a backdrop to Catherine's rising influence. Let's be real. When it comes to royal tiaras, the public isn't talking about Camilla's. They're too busy admiring Catherine's Cartier halo tiara. This isn't just any tiara. It's the one she wore on her wedding day, a priceless heirloom originally gifted to Queen Elizabeth by her father in 1936. With its deep historical significance, it practically radiates royal authority. And now, it sits on the head of Catherine, the very image of poise, grace, and the future of the monarchy. Can Camilla compete? Not likely. But the true showstopper? The Nizam of Hyderabad necklace. This 65 for 70 million masterpiece, crafted by Cartier in 1935, is one of the most valuable pieces in Catherine's collection. More than just a dazzling display of diamonds, it carries a rich history, symbolizing Britain's ties to India. And let's not forget, it was originally given as a wedding gift, making its presence in Catherine's collection all the more significant. Now gracing Catherine's neck, the Nizam of Hyderabad necklace seems right at home. It's as if the future of the monarchy is embracing its past with elegance and dignity. Meanwhile, Camilla's jewels are struggling to keep up. Noticing the shift in attention? Of course, Camilla isn't thrilled. For years, she has fought for relevance, holding tightly to her crown while ensuring every ounce of power and luxury remains within her grasp. But now, Catherine, with her effortless style and genuine connection to the monarchy's legacy, is outshining her at every turn. The Queen Consort's jealousy is hard to ignore, but let's be honest, she's had decades to solidify her place. And yet, with just a few carefully chosen historical pieces, Catherine has effortlessly stolen the spotlight. But Catherine's impact isn't just about extravagant tiaras and multi-million-pound necklaces. She understands that jewelry can be more than decoration. It can carry meaning. Her brooches, like the maple leaf and the New Zealand fern, aren't just accessories. They are powerful symbols of connection and tradition. Catherine's jewelry choices go beyond beauty. They serve as a reminder of her international role in the monarchy's modernization. Pieces like the maple leaf and New Zealand fern brooches symbolize her connection to the Commonwealth and her commitment to tradition in a modern era. Camilla, on the other hand, doesn't seem too concerned with these subtle yet meaningful details. She's too busy securing her place in the royal hierarchy to recognize the true significance of such gestures. And honestly, who can blame her? When you've spent years climbing to the top, it's easy to overlook the little things that truly matter. But perhaps the most touching aspect of Catherine's collection is her heartfelt tribute to Princess Diana's legacy lives on through Catherine's most cherished pieces. The iconic sapphire engagement ring, the lover's knot tiara. These aren't just beautiful jewels. They are symbols of continuity, honoring the past while shaping the future. And don't think Camilla hasn't noticed how much the public adores Catherine's sentimental gestures. Her own attempts to build a lasting legacy have fallen flat. The truth is, when you've spent years known as the other woman, winning genuine affection from the public isn't easy, no matter how many jewels you collect. So where does this leave Queen Camilla? Frustrated, certainly. But more than that, it leaves her exposed. Catherine's influence, both as a style icon and the future of the royal family, only grows stronger with each carefully chosen piece she wears. Every jewel tells a story of tradition, connection, and an unbreakable bond with the monarchy's past. And Camilla? Her jewels may sparkle, but they only seem to highlight her desperation. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? The monarchy. For all its pomp and grandeur, the monarchy is ultimately a game of power and influence. And right now, Catherine is winning. With every jewel she wears, every tiara she graces, she isn't just playing the game, she's rewriting the rules. As for Camilla, she's been left in the dust. The battle over royal jewels isn't just about rare gems and intricate designs. It's something far deeper, an unspoken but undeniable power struggle. At the center of it all is Camilla, whose lifelong ambition to cement herself at the top of the royal hierarchy is suddenly being overshadowed by Catherine's effortless grace and growing influence. It's a story of legacy, jealousy, and Camilla's endless quest for validation. Let's be honest, she spent years fighting to be seen as a proper queen consort, and now she's being outshined by someone with more charm, elegance, and, let's face it, far better taste in jewelry. Ouch! The truth is, Camilla's desperate attempts to outshine Catherine are becoming more and more. Camilla's desperation has become almost transparent. Some might even call it comical. But there's nothing amusing about watching a grown woman struggle to keep up with a younger, more beloved royal. While Catherine carries herself with dignity, embracing her role with grace and warmth, Camilla seems unable to resist the urge to stay in the spotlight. Whether it's a conveniently timed photo op or a sudden burst of royal engagements, her actions often feel more like attempts to reclaim attention than genuine efforts to serve. And when you look at Catherine's collection, it's easy to see why Camilla might feel threatened. Because royalty isn't just about power. It's about legacy. It's about being remembered, not just for a title, but for a deep, undeniable connection to the crown and its history. Catherine isn't just acknowledging this legacy, she's living it. The Cartier Halo Tiara, the Nizam of Hyderabad necklace, and the other iconic pieces in her collection aren't just jewelry. They are powerful symbols of her place in the history of the monarchy. These pieces mark Catherine as a figure worthy of respect and admiration. No wonder Camilla is grinding her teeth over it. While Catherine radiates warmth and relatability, qualities that have endeared her to the public, Camilla's approach has often felt cold, calculated, and, dare we say, even selfish. Catherine represents the future of the monarchy, while Camilla remains trapped by her past. And that's the real issue. No matter how many jewels Camilla collects, or how many public engagements she attends, she can't erase the fact that her rise to queen consort was clouded by scandal and controversy. She's not just competing with Catherine's jewels, she's competing with the very legacy of the woman she replaced. Catherine, on the other hand, has secured her place within the royal family without that same baggage. Her jewelry collection speaks volumes about her deep respect for the monarchy's traditions, her understanding of the crown's influence, and her unwavering poise under pressure. It's the kind of Catherine's jewelry reflects a quiet strength, a quality that, though not flashy, is impossible to overlook. In contrast, while Camilla's jewels may be undeniably expensive, they often feel like attempts to prove her worth rather than genuine symbols of connection. It's as if she's trying to buy her way into a legacy that doesn't quite fit her. This stark contrast between the two women is hard to ignore. While Catherine's jewelry represents continuity and the passing of the torch, Camilla's pieces come across more like a declaration of dominance. Look at me, I'm the queen now. But let's be real. No amount of diamonds or emeralds can erase the fact that Camilla's position has always been fragile. Her rise to the throne has been met with public skepticism, and despite her efforts, she has never fully won the hearts of the British people. Meanwhile, Catherine's steady rise, built on empathy, kindness, and respect for tradition, has made her a beloved figure. It's a clear case of substance versus superficiality, and Camilla is losing. The real kicker? How Catherine's jewelry tells a story of legacy, connection, and grace, while Camilla's often seem to shout for attention. Every time Catherine wears something from Queen Elizabeth's collection or one of Diana's iconic pieces, it's like a sharp reminder of Camilla's shortcomings. Take the Nizam necklace, for example, a priceless symbol of diplomacy and legacy, worn effortlessly by Catherine. Meanwhile, Camilla is left struggling to keep up with the younger royal in every possible way. The contrast is so glaring, it's almost painful to watch. And the symbolism behind Catherine's jewels is powerful. Her collection isn't just a collection of precious stones. It reflects her place within the monarchy. It's a testament to the trust Queen Elizabeth and Diana placed in her and an unspoken endorsement of her ability to carry the weight of the crown's future. Camilla, on the other hand, can't seem to escape the shadow of her past. No matter how many jewels she wears or how much power she holds, she'll always be the woman who was once vilified. The one who clawed her way to the top through sheer persistence and, frankly, a disregard for public sentiment. In many ways, Camilla is the complete opposite of Catherine. Where Catherine radiates grace, Camilla serves as a reminder of the monarchy's more difficult and scandalous history. It's no wonder that as Catherine's influence grows, Camilla's desperation becomes increasingly obvious. She's grabbing at anything she can to stay relevant, whether it's showing off her own jewels, making bold and often misguided public appearances, or trying to undermine Catherine's power. But the reality is, no matter how hard Camilla tries, she can't compete with Catherine's natural charm, her real connection with the public, or her ability to wear history with effortless grace. On the other hand, Camilla's jewels seem to highlight her insecurities, rather than add to her royal significance. And let's face it, no one is buying the idea that Camilla is anything but a self-serving individual. always looking to secure her place, no matter the cost. In the end, it's Catherine who holds the upper hand. She doesn't need to clamor for attention or try to overshadow anyone. Her presence speaks for itself. Catherine doesn't need to throw herself into the spotlight at every turn. Her jewelry speaks for itself. It tells the story of a woman who is not just a princess, but the future of the monarchy. No matter how hard Camilla tries to outdo her, Catherine is simply playing a different game, one that Camilla will never win. While Camilla continues to play her petty games, desperately clinging to whatever power she can, Catherine remains unbothered, shining brighter than ever. After all, it's not just about the jewels, it's about the woman who wears them. And in that regard, it's clear that Catherine is the true queen-in-waiting, while Camilla is left scrambling for scraps, never truly mastering her role. The saga of royal jewels isn't just about wealth and luxury. It's about power, legacy, and the very essence of what it means to be a true queen. In this world of dazzling diamonds and inherited heirlooms, one woman stands out above all others. Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Wales has naturally become a symbol of royalty. The jewels she wears are not just beautiful. They represent her grace, dignity, and the bright future of the monarchy. On the other hand, Camilla, once the divorced mistress, fought hard to secure her place beside King Charles III. But let's be honest, no amount of jewelry or public affection can hide the fact that Camilla has always been trying to catch up, and frankly, she's falling behind. Let's get to the point. Catherine is the true picture of royal elegance. While Camilla struggles to find her place, Catherine glides into her role with ease, making even the most grand jewels seem perfect for her. She exudes quiet strength, grace, and a relatability that puts everyone else in the shade. Meanwhile, Camilla's efforts to earn public love and respect seem more like a desperate attempt to hold on to her position. It's almost hard to watch. The jewels she wears, while undoubtedly expensive, don't seem to hold the same meaning as those worn by Catherine. They don't seem to carry a sense of dignity or history. Instead, they reflect her need for validation and power. Camilla might wear diamonds, but Catherine wears history. Her collection isn't just a bunch of beautiful stones, it's a carefully selected group of pieces that are deeply tied to the monarchy. Take the Cartier Halo Tiara, for example. Worn so gracefully on her wedding day, it tells a story. It connects Catherine to the late Queen Elizabeth and to the royal family's lasting legacy. This isn't jewelry that shouts for attention. No, Catherine's pieces quietly symbolize the royal family's continuity and tradition. They link the past with the future, representing the steady leadership of the monarchy in a changing world. Camilla's jewels are more than just ornaments. They represent something deeper. They remind her of the journey she's been through, a constant symbol of how hard she's worked to get where she is today. Take, for example, the Nizam of Hyderabad necklace. This priceless treasure isn't just valuable, but full of meaning. It symbolizes the diplomatic and royal ties between Britain and India, and was originally a wedding gift to Queen Elizabeth II. Now, it's worn by Catherine, a woman who is quietly but steadily becoming the future queen. The connection between Catherine and this necklace is powerful. By wearing it, Catherine wears a piece of history, a symbol of the monarchy's future. In contrast, Camilla's attempt to draw attention to her own jewels feels like a desperate plea for recognition. No matter how hard she tries to wear the crown, it will never sit as perfectly on her as it does on Catherine. The difference is clear. One woman wears her jewels with elegance, while the other seems to be trying too hard to prove her place. Let's take a moment to talk about symbolism. Catherine's jewelry carries a lot of meaning. From the maple leaf brooch to the pieces passed down from Princess Diana, it's not just about looking elegant. These items represent something deeper. Each piece tells a personal story. Like her connection to the late Queen Elizabeth and the bond she shared with her mother-in-law, Princess Diana. These jewels show Catherine's understanding of her role, her respect for the monarchy, and her strong commitment to its values. On the other hand, Camilla's jewelry feels like an attempt to gain relevance. It's as if she's trying to create a legacy that doesn't fully belong to her. She may wear the crown, but Catherine represents the future. The real sadness here is that, despite all her efforts, Camilla has never been able to win the public's affection. No matter how many jewels she wears, she will never be the beloved figure that Catherine is becoming. Catherine's charm is simply natural. Catherine's ability to balance royal duty with genuine warmth makes her the true face of the monarchy's future. She embodies modern royalty, seamlessly blending tradition with the evolving expectations of the 21st century. Her approach keeps the monarchy relevant while honoring its deep-rooted customs. In contrast, Camilla's role, if we can even call it a reign, feels more like an attempt to cling to the past, preserving a legacy overshadowed by scandal. The harder she tries to establish her place, the more distant she seems from the public, and the very values the monarchy is meant to uphold. There's an irony in the way Camilla's dazzling jewels, despite their grandeur, fail to earn her true respect. Within the royal family, they may sparkle under the lights of Buckingham Palace, but they do little to soften the perception of detachment that lingers in her public appearances. When Catherine enters a room, there's no need for excess or embellishment. Her presence alone commands admiration. Catherine carries herself with a quiet dignity that commands attention, not through forced displays of power, but with the confidence of someone who knows her worth and understands her place in history. It's in these moments that she shines the brightest, and in contrast, Camilla's own insecurities become even more apparent. Catherine will always embody the best of the monarchy: grace, integrity, and a deep respect for tradition while embracing the future. She represents an evolving institution that remains rooted in its heritage. Camilla, on the other hand, will always be seen as someone who secured her position through persistence, influence, and calculated moves. No amount of jewels can rewrite that truth. She may wear the crown, but Catherine is the one who truly deserves it. And as for those jewels, on Camilla, they serve as a reminder of how much she still needs to prove. On Catherine, they carry a legacy of dignity, grace, and a future for the monarchy that shines far brighter than any diamond Camilla may possess. Camilla may have her moment in the sun, but Catherine is the one who will be remembered, and no amount of jewels can ever overshadow that. And there you have it, the captivating tale of royal jewels, rivalries, and the striking contrast between grace and ambition. Catherine stands as the true embodiment of modern royalty, seamlessly blending tradition with elegance. Meanwhile, Camilla's relentless pursuit of power and recognition feels as empty as a crown without a legacy. But this story isn't just about jewels. It's about values, legacy, and the future of the monarchy. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into royal drama, be sure to hit that like button to show your support. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Catherine's elegance will always outshine Camilla's ambition? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth royal stories, scandals, and drama you won't want to miss. Turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when we uncover the next chapter in this ongoing saga. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.